actually was a huge fan of was something that I seen a lot in the set photos and everything, and all the set videos and everything. When like the two detectives who've been like asking him questions about everything, about why he was fired and everything, they hunt him down in like a foot race and everything. They're on a train filled with a bunch of people in like clown masks because there was a protest against Thomas Wayne for calling the middle and lower class clowns. That scene was so just like it wasn't like ridiculously intense, but like it was just so intense, and
it was a really well shot scene.
It was such a well shot scene. The outcome was not what I expected with one of the civilians being shot and just everyone attacks the two detectives, but it also does explain how he was able to get away and everything. Just like, and Arthur's suaveness when he's walking out and everything, he's strutting, he's smoking his cigarette and everything. That was awesome. That was what I was looking for in his Joker. And like one thing that I don't know if I've talked about yet, but I was instantly sold on Joaquin Phoenix being Arthur Fleck. The biggest thing I was concerned about is how he would be as Joker. And yeah, Joker is only in the movie for a little bit.
It's like in the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, really. I think really Joker shows like first comes out when he kills Randall in his apartment. Anytime like Joker was on the screen. So yeah, like I said, the last 20 minutes, I was so hooked. And he killed it.
Most of the acting in this is fucking flawless.
Oh yeah, okay? Absolutely.
No one can beat Byron Tyree Henry, unfortunately. He's all the way at the top, right there, for like the 5 minutes he's on screen, but he's really good. Okay, I'm kidding, but he's really good.
I want to give props to Frances Conroy, Penny.
Oh, Penny, yes.
Yeah,
really good.
Oh, I had only seen her in How I Met Your Mother as Loretta Stinson, Barney's mom and everything. Also, side note, I think Neil Patrick Harris would be also awesome as the Riddler. Just gonna throw that out there. Frances Conroy played exactly what I thought that she was gonna be. She was gonna be like a very not sick, but sickly mother that's, Arthur takes care of, and everything. There's that really close bond, which I really loved. Frances Conroy playing this woman who truly believes that she had this affair with Thomas Wayne and Arthur's their son. Truly, her, acting that out, that was amazing. And I have to give applause to Frances Conroy. That was just amazing.
There was a time where just Joaquin Phoenix, while I didn't question for a second that he'd kill it as Joker, there was just a point in the movie where it's just like, I mean, yeah, he's decent, he's good. Because I'd heard a lot of people say that, oh no, this is the best Joker ever.
Yeah.
He's better than fucking Heath Ledger, which, no, that's not going to happen. I'm sorry. It's
going to take me a while to really decide which one I like the most.
I'm sorry, I might just be a bit of a Dark Knight shill, but there's no fucking way. But I mean, even so, he did a really fucking good job.
He was phenomenal.
I think it was like in the bathroom scene with Thomas Wayne where like he finally sold me.
Yeah. In that moment, Arthur truly believes that Thomas Wayne is his father. And like you can see how desperate he is for some sign of affection.
How much it's tearing him up.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay. I was like, okay, Joaquin, you get an A+. All right,
and I think that's like Arthur's final snapping point. After that, he does or doesn't kill Zazie Beetz. He kills his mom, and then just everything with Joker happens.
It is a really fucking intense.
Yeah.
And I feel like crazy is a bit of a strong word. Because I identify crazy as something like Fury Road, where it's just, which he hasn't seen yet. He hasn't seen Fury Road yet.
I'm sorry, guys. Don't
criticize him as much as you want.
Please don't.
Here's his Instagram, for real. Here's his number. No. Here's his fucking Venmo. This isn't a movie that I call crazy, but it's one that I'd call really intense.
Yeah.
But really quickly before we get to the conclusion, almost something I forgot about. The ending.
Yeah.
Now it's a theory that I have. I'm not sure about this at all. Like this is again just me playing around a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, what if this was all in his head?
I was thinking about that too. It is revealed in the movie that he was in a hospital at one point. He was in an institution at one point. If that actually was confirmed, I would have thought that would have been the biggest cop-out ever.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, I kind of got scared too, especially with the Zazie Beetz twist.
Yeah.
And there was I think wasn't there like another scene where he was sort of like the first time Robert De Niro shows up, and he's like envisioning himself in the audience.
Oh my god, yeah. And also, like, can we just talk about how precious that moment is? Even though it is all in Arthur's head, it's just such a precious moment. He just seems normal. Like, he just seems like a normal guy who's trying to be positive. He's taking care of his loving mother. He's being a loving son. And, you know, he gets applauded for it by the audience of the talk show. Yeah, it is all in his head while he's watching the show, but it was just such a precious moment.
I guess that's the one area where they sort of tell you to like draw sympathy, but like I don't know. At that point, I don't think he really did anything.
He didn't do anything. So, he wasn't fired yet. He didn't kill the guys yet.
Plus, basically by the end of the movie, and this is something that actually not a lot of Joker performances have done. Not even Mark Hamill, who is amazing as Joker.
Mark Hamill is just a god.
Not like you even have to say that, y'all already know. I didn't get this with Jack Nicholson. I sure as hell didn't get this with Jared Leto. Basically, like, I was terrified by this Joker.
Oh yeah.
By the time the film ended, there was just this feeling of like dread. Mainly because like the whole idea behind Joker's character, at least for me, is just like I think it was like the main sort of theme. Or like the main sort of catchphrase behind either the Killing Joke or another story that I saw him in. But basically it's like, all it takes is just one bad day.
All it takes is one bad day, Killing Joke. As a 20-year-old, this Joker scared me. Like, I would not want to cross him. Especially when, like, he's mad, especially on the talk show. Like, he's going off. I did not want to cross him.
Like, again, that whole speech in the talk show was just like, I'm out of notes. I've talked about everything I wanted to talk about. So like pretty much anything else you have?
Really just small things. Like when this movie was announced, I told myself, if this movie is not rated R, do not see it at all. As someone who loves this character so much and is very much against a Joker origin story, which that's the general concept, but it's more of a character piece than anything. I was very happily surprised, and I am very happy that it was rated R. And it's not like a hard R, like it's gory and everything, because like the movie's not gory. There are moments where it's a little bit graphic and everything, especially when like, you know, there is a gun and people get shot and everything. I wouldn't really say it's a psychological thriller.
You called it like a crime drama.
Yeah, I would say it's a psychological character drama.
Yeah, exactly. It's really interesting what you said too about like the whole violent, but it's not gory.
Yeah.
I think the one scene where like that wasn't really the case was when he killed one of his coworkers.
Oh yeah, dude, that was. Well, also like here's the thing with that scene. You did see some, like, blood splatter and everything, but also the main focus was on Gary's face and just how shocked and scared he was.
True. Compared to even a film like Logan, like, admittedly,
which is bloody as hell.
Fox went, like, crazy. They went out of their way to say, like, all right, man, we're going to make the bloodiest, most,
Wolverine.
like, F-word filled fucking Logan movie you're going to get in your life. You're going out with a fucking bang.
Yeah.
Not there's anything wrong with that in the slightest, but it was a lot more like try hard.
That was my 2017 movie, like
2017, like movie of the year.
Yeah, that was my movie of the year.
Yeah, same.
2017. Yeah,
same.
Joker is definitely going to be my top 3 for 2018. 2019. Yeah. After Endgame, I don't think there was another movie that I was more hyped for besides Joker. I think anything else would have been maybe like Spider-Man Far From Home, which we will debate about. And coming up, Star Wars 9. But for me, yeah, the two movies that I was excited for this year were Endgame, which is just a masterpiece.
You already know that.
Yeah, and then Joker. Joaquin Phoenix, goddamn, you are amazing. You make me want to, like, go watch more of your movies, starting with Walk the Line, because I am a Johnny Cash fan, and I do want to watch that first. Todd Phillips, you know, I really don't know what to say. I don't know much information other than you directed one of my favorite comedies, and it's really funny. So props on you for being such a dynamic director. De Niro, dude, I just love you, man. I love you. You're awesome. I don't think there's been a movie that I've seen you in that I've hated, where, like, you were the problem. You've always knocked it out of the park, even in Little Fockers, which was just a absolute train wreck of a movie. But you killed it. Zazie Beetz was awesome. Oh my god, this movie was so great.
So if you had to give it like a rating on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give it?
Knowing that it is 11:25 and we got out of the movie maybe about 2 hours ago, I would say this is a 10 out of 10. I am really gonna have to sit back, think about it, just because my hype has clouded my judgment for movies. Noah and I have talked about, you know, movies that in the moment, I thought were amazing, and looked back and thought, oh my god, this is an absolute train wreck. Suicide Squad.
Y'all know me. I've never really been that big of a DC fan, and it does pain me to really sort of the better part of me is like, no, Noah, don't give it a fucking good score. Stop it. This cannot be the first.
You let the history and your stigma cloud your judgment.
It's like, this cannot be the first good DC movie, not just good, but great DC movie since, like, The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
This cannot be the first great one. And it cannot be from this guy. Why did it have to be from this guy? Couldn't we have, like, can I just pretend that, like, James Mangold directed or something? But in all seriousness, though, like, Joker was just one of the very, honestly, few movies that really had me, like, wow, that was awesome. Like, I was, like, leaving the theater, like, breathless, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, John Wick 3 did that, but admittedly, it wasn't necessarily positive. It was just like, okay, thank God I was over, because it was starting to become, like, overkill. So never thought I'd say that about John Wick, but there we are. At the moment, I haven't seen that many movies this year. I'm really behind on that. I'm sorry.
We're in school.
Yeah. But it's probably my top 3 at the moment. Like, I haven't seen Climax yet. I haven't seen a whole bunch of movies, so who knows? I at the moment would give this like a pretty solid like 8. It's a really great movie. Like you said, it's very character driven. This is this is just a very compelling like character story.
And I can't wait to see the 8 million Jokers this Halloween. As the trailers were about to start, I found an article that said Joaquin Phoenix open to Joker sequel. So
honestly, I wouldn't put it past them that like eventually they'll merge like this Robert Pattinson Batman, even though you said like apparently like it's not in the same universe.
It's not going to be in the same universe. It's not going to be connected.
I'm going to give it time. I'm going to give it time.
Yeah.
I have no idea where the DC franchise is heading. The cynical side of me wants to say like it's not really headed in a good place because there's no plan. But at the same time, I'm honestly interested to see what they come up with. Like, I'm not saying that's going to be good. I still think that WB are idiots. But basically, Joaquin Phoenix, you killed it. I haven't watched that many movies, but you were in my favorite movie of all time. So clearly you're doing something right. Brian Tyree Henry, I love you, man. Keep getting that paper. Zazie Beetz, I love you too. Okay? Hopefully they don't drop you from any Deadpool sequel.
Seriously,
hopefully Disney doesn't do you dirty.
Please stay in Deadpool. Francis Conroy, you are absolutely phenomenal. I kind of want to go back and watch more of your films and TV shows now, just because you are such a phenomenal actress and everything, and I really enjoyed you in this. Robert De Niro, I fucking love you. I'm excited to see you in The Irishman when it comes out on Netflix in November.
Todd Phillips, I guess I'll end my review with this. Todd Phillips, I can't believe I have to say this, but
you knocked it out of the park with us.
You did a great job. Not a perfect job, but a great one.
I really want DC and Marvel really to do more films like this and everything, especially with like your darker characters. Like, I would love to see a Punisher movie in this style. Just because with that, yeah, you can also dive into the character not only with like mental illness, but also PTSD and everything. You could make a PTSD fueled Punisher movie, but it has to be with Johnny Bernthal because he's the best Punisher we have ever had on any form of like live action. John Bernthal, love you.
As much as I really want to see that, I know Marvel ain't gonna do that because they had a perfectly good. They had Daredevil, and they gave it the shaft. They had Jessica Jones, fucked it over. Luke
Season
Cage,
1 of Jessica Jones.
Just season 1, Jessica. I've only seen season 1, but
yeah, me too.
Jessica Jones, fucked over. Luke Cage, fucked over. Iron Fist, deservedly fucked over.
Yeah.
But
I am going to end my point with a meme.
He said, wait,
Joaquin.
wait, we forgot the more important part.
What?
He said it. The word society.
Win! Fuck every.
Joaquin Phoenix played Superboy, or he was cast as Superboy in something in like the late 90s, early 90s, I don't know, sometime in the 90s. So, you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. That's how you end it.
You suck, man. As for my meme, shout out mental illness. Shout out mental illness. I guess that's it for now.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching.
Thanks
Again,
for watching, guys.
Keshin, I'll link his
Keshin
stuff
Martin music
in the description too.
Yeah.
Gary, if you're watching this, wish you could have been here, man. He has to
Yeah.
cancel out early. It's not that serious, but
Yeah.
he has to sort of cancel this evening. So, Gary, next time, Birds of Prey, it's happening, okay?
Yeah.
More videos coming up on the way. I'm gonna try. A bit hard to stick to an upload schedule, but not really because school's a fucking nightmare. So we'll get them out for you as soon as possible. But there are videos definitely like on the table.
Yeah.
They're just I don't know when they're gonna come out, basically. So I'd say that's it.
That's
Thank you guys for
Joker.
watching, and don't forget we live in a society, Sneaky, New York. Oh fuck.
Yeah. We live in a
Wendy's is
society.
good. I'm Batman. I'm gonna kick your ass.
We're all fucked. Cannot wait to see how this ties in with Birds of Prey. Oh wait.
Or not for the home. There's no ice in this, right? Like
No.
everything's been falling apart while you're like the phone fucking died, the mic fell off the table. Okay, like this.
Dark Knight. I think
Okay.
Dark Knight. Nice one.
I'm just tossing this in the garbage right now.